Hello and welcome to the March edition of Swoffers TV. Coming up in the programme, the launch of two stunning developments in St Peter Port. Mercurial Colin Fallais, Assistant Manager of Guernsey FC, on the wonders of Guernsey. And we ask, what does your advocate do for you? The big news this month is the launch of two new developments in St Peter Port. Number 1, St Julians Avenue, is a stunning development of 32 local and open market apartments located in an enviable position in town, with several of the units enjoying excellent sea views.
Well, we launched 1 St Julians Avenue on the 18th of March with phase 1 of 15 apartments, both 12 local market and 3 open market apartments. 6 of those went literally on day 1 of launch. It really has grabbed the attention of the general public. In total, there'll be 32 apartments coming online in around May 2014. They're starting in price at £345,000 for a 1-bedroom unit, which will be finished with a really high spec, underground parking, and obviously a fantastic location in the heart of St Peter Port, backing onto Candy Gardens and with sea views over the east coast from apartments at 2nd floor level and above. Fantastic position, and obviously Swoffers have a sales office which is literally just 100 metres up the road, so ideal location to come and have a look and gather further information.
Another new development launched this week has been Infinity Place, which is made up of 11 one-bedroom local market apartments, all with parking in the heart of St Peter Port. With prices starting at £299,000, Andre Austin has been down to find out more and joins us now.
Thanks, Abby. As you can see, just a hole in the ground at the moment, but work well underway in this development of 11 one-bedroom apartments. We're looking at a completion of around 2014. A real feature of these properties is the space on offer and the luxury specification throughout, which is kind of what we're expecting from Infinity Group now. We've seen it in several of their developments, and there's great savings to be made for people who get in now. And I can tell you that within 2 hours of launching, 4 have already been reserved. So I think the message is get your skates on, because they're selling fast, they're attracting interest from investors, first-time buyers and downsizers.
He's one of Guernsey's most iconic sporting figures, currently assistant manager of Guernsey FC, well-known charity fundraiser, and never at a loss for a few well-chosen words. Colin Fallais is as passionate about his island as he is about his sport. We spoke to him ahead of the biggest game in Guernsey football history as they prepared for the second leg of the FA Vase semi-final.
I can't think of any other place in the world that I would not want to be, live or bring up my children. I've had an amazing experience on one of our charity roads where we came round the lighthouse down at Plymouth, and the sun was going down. It was one of those amazing sunsets that Guernsey has, and the experience that I had there is always going to hold itself very, very much in my heart as to being amazingly spectacular. The colours were unreal. I thought I was having a bit of a queer moment, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, everybody convinced me that, yeah, they could see the same.
To see the full interview with Colin, go to the Swoffers TV page, where he reveals his favourite place in the island to live and why he leaves DIY to someone else.
Property Matters, in association with Collis Krill.
In this month's Property Matters, we find out, when it comes to buying and selling a house, what exactly does your advocate do for you?
Well, it starts off establishing timescales with the estate agents and then starting the legal research. This is the bit that takes the time. It can involve looking back in title hundreds of years. There's no electronic land register, so this is all pretty labour intensive. We get out of the office too, going on site visits to check boundaries are the same as the legal documents say they should. Problems are commonplace, but it's our job to find solutions. Then there's the paperwork and drafting documents. This includes conveyances, conditions of sale, agreements, schedules, and wills, to name just a few. We have to speak to a lot of people during the process. As well as the clients, we're on the phone to estate agents, banks, and other law firms. We also get to go to court. It's our job to present the conveyance along with the bond document, which is a paper that gives the bank security over the money you might have borrowed. Finally, we deal with all the money, making sure the seller gets paid so the keys get handed over. All in all, we do our best to look after our clients. It can be a stressful time buying a house, but we try and make it as easy as possible with the least amount of worry.
Following on from our Prio Premature Baby Foundation charity feature last month, Swoffers director Andre Austin was invited to be one of 4 contestants attempting stand-up comedy at the GIFA annual dinner in front of hundreds of people. 4 charities benefited on the evening, but Andre was fortunate enough, or at least funny enough, to win the first prize of £5,000 for his nominated charity, the PPBF. Quite a surprise to most of the people who work with him. Probably don't give up the day job, Andre. Not to be outdone, Shauna Clapham raised more than £2,000 after being taken hostage by pirates and held captive at an event which raised thousands for Action for Children. You'll be glad to know she's now been released. Well, that's all for this month. Thanks for watching. Next month we have a special feature on the open market. We'll see you next time.